kind of a combination between Harvest Moon and like a fantasy RPG type of thing. There's like a story involved, and you have to fight monsters. So the story in this one is the hero Aiden has his childhood friend that you see there, the little pink hair. Her name's Sonia. She by accident got trapped. Her soul got trapped inside his body, so they're trying to work out why that happened and how to get her back to normal and everything.
Okay.
So the main way you find out clues and everything is by using your golem that you get in the beginning of the game. That's a little big golem that we have here.
Okay.
Let's go here. So this is what it looks like when he's walking around. You can move him around like this for faster travel.
And it's your main sort of transportation across the worlds? Okay.
Yeah. So you start out here. This is like your home base, but as you discover everything around the world, Ymir the Golem will raise the islands. This isn't all of them, of course, but it's some of them.
Okay.
So I just got a request from Elena to search this place for clues. So let's do that.
Okay.
It's a lot faster than going into the other mode and walking. So.
Can you tell me about, before we go on further, can you tell me a little bit about the history of Rune Factory, where it began?
Oh, sure.
What systems it originally came out for?
Sure. So it originally came out for the Nintendo DS, and it was Rune Factory 1. It was kind of built as a fantasy Harvest Moon. And then there were two other releases on Game Boy, or not Game Boy, DS, Rune Factory 2 and Rune Factory 3. And it progressively got kind of bigger and more love interests, more weapons, more everything. And then there was a title release for a week called Rune Factory Frontier, which was kind of a retelling of the first game, but with like better graphics and a little bit more storytelling.
Okay.
Since it was on the Wii.
Okay.
And this is kind of a direct sequel to the Wii game Rune Factory Frontier. There's references to the first to Rune Factory Frontier, but you don't need to know any of the games to play it.
Just
like they're all
get right in.
standalone.
Okay.
But for the people who played all the games, there's little lore things, people reference things that happen in other games, but you don't have to know it.
Okay.
So when usually somebody tells you to go search something, the best thing to do is pound the ocean like this, and there we got our little flashing point.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So let's pick that up. And there we go. We have a new island. So let's go ashore. And let's beat these monsters. This little quick equip ring, you can just equip everything, let's use this actually.
So it's a Kingdom Hearts style type of battle system.
A little bit,
very open, free, yeah. Okay. Now, do you get experience per monster? Is there a level system that you deal with this, or?
Yeah, it's based by level. Right now I'm on level 30. It's obviously higher than I'd usually be. This is C3. I made this save data with, so people didn't die and get frustrated.
Okay.
Let me show you the cool weapon. This one's pretty cool. This is one of the stabs. Factory, crafting is a big part of the game. So these are items that I need to craft, or I can use to craft items, like weapons crafting is a big part of the Rune Factory series. Let me open this. So this is a treasure chest, but I don't know what's in it yet. I have to go to the appraiser. There's an appraiser on the island, and she'll tell you what's in it if you pay her. It could be something, you know, as mundane as like seaweed, but it could be, you know, something worthwhile, like a diamond or something like that.
Can you carry more than one chest per time, or you can only take one time? Okay,
absolutely.
Your inventory is like irrelevant.
Yeah, it's pretty huge. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of different. Yeah, again, you can put on a pumpkin head. There's all kinds of different things you can wear. I guess you can't wear that, but here's. So we've got the whole gamut from like serious items to goofy items.
Cool.
And so farming in this game is handled through your golem. And so if you want to get milk from your little cow monsters, you just use your harvester and drink and get it. You can also get wool, real wool monsters. This game's a little different in its farming aspect compared to the other ones, because you don't actually make the crops themselves. What you do is make the sprouts. So right here you see planting point. So you plant here and you have the sprouts, but you yourself can't grow anything. What you have to do is befriend the monsters that you meet. And so right now on the island I have these 5 monsters. So I can grow, this one can grow potato, cucumber, strawberry, this one can grow these ones. So it's an incentive to the player to find like which monsters have the best stuff they can grow, instead of just like, you know, getting 99, you know, one crop and just planting it and spamming it a little bit. So it's a little bit more tactical in that way. Let's see what else. And of course, being Rune Factory, you can get married and have a kid. So there's 9 bachelorettes. This is my favorite one, Pandora. She's an evil sorceress who's not very good at being evil and not very good at being a sorceress, and that's kind of her charm. So that's my favorite of hers. And finally, Sonia, once you find her body and get her back in her body, you can choose to play as her. You don't have to. Let's say you're a girl, or you just like playing as girls. You want to play as her. You can choose to play as her and actually marry a guy. You can marry Joe, Bismarck, or James. And that's first in the Rune Factory series, is actually being able to play as a girl. So we're really excited about that.
Is that a single-player game? Can you couple the ability to have someone jump in and play as one of the other characters?
Unfortunately not. Yeah, it's just single player.
Okay.
Any other questions? Anything I didn't go over? Anything you want more information on?
I think that's it. Anticipated date right now?
Oh, absolutely. So for both PS3 and Wii, we're looking at fall of this year.
All right, that's good.